Hi.
Happy Cowboy Carter first tour day, everyone.
I thought that was last night.
Last night, yeah.
Yeah.
It's our first time talking since last night.
Happy Cowboy Carter tour.
Happy Cowboy Carter to everyone that
Is celebrating.
is celebrating. Apparently,
Blue
I
is
saw the clips
back.
of Blue, honey.
Blue is back, and girl, we are in for a treat. We are in for a treat.
Should we get this out of the way? Should we talk about it?
Who?
What?
Who did what?
Do you want to say anything, Casey?
Yes, I would like
my
to
God.
say something.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So maybe I
Why
made
does it sound
too
like you're
many...
gonna go off?
I know.
Okay, listen.
It was the start of a bit. I was gonna make up something about a scam or something. But yes, we did. We said goodbye to Miss Cup, and like I was like totally probably making jokes about her being sick or whatever. But yeah, it was very sudden, very fast when things went downhill, and so luckily we were able to like go to like an emergency vet and get have them look at her stuff from Tuesday and to Saturday, and it was unfortunately we had to put her down, but we did it at home. So
That's nice.
So it was like, okay, so it was like we're at this stupid emergency vet, and they're like, well, we can do it now. And I'm like, no, we can't.
No.
Like,
No, we
please,
can't.
are you
Like,
kidding?
Like fluorescent lighting? Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
not. No way.
And so
Did they know what specifically was wrong, or was it just like a combination of things?
So we didn't do an ultrasound because we had talked about it on Tuesday to rule out cancer because of her like weight loss. Her weight loss was so great, and she was very dehydrated, very anemic. But they checked her vitals from the main vet sent over her stuff on Tuesday to the emergency vet on Saturday, and they basically looked at her vitals from then, looked at her vitals on Saturday. They did an X-ray. It was a cute little X-ray, just a little, cat X-ray, and basically, like, they knew there was some gastro stuff happening. It was cool. They could like see like all of the gas in her system. It was like she was like basically full of hot air. But when they looked at her, a certain reading, it went from 25,000 to 50,000 within 4 days. And they're like, this doubled. And they're like, we are concerned with this when it's at 30,000. The fact that it's at 50,000, she was like going into, I think, kidney failure was what it was. And so they said we're not doing an ultrasound, but it's most likely cancer. And and they say like cats are just so good at hiding it. Like she like on Tuesday she was jumping up and down in the room, like jumping up on stuff. I posted that video of her looking for treats. Like she was just her normal self, but then by Thursday, Friday, she was sluggish. She she would try and jump and she wouldn't like fully make or she couldn't get her footing and stuff. And so like, and she was just getting slower and slower. And so, and yeah, by the time we took her home on Saturday, for like her last night, like she was just so the funny thing is she was so like weak and like walked very slow and stuff, But this girl ate everything in sight. Like now, like basically like we had her on this very strict fiber diet, trying to get this poop under control. But on her last night, as soon as we got home, she got whipped cream. I went out to go get like ink pads to like those like clean ink pads, that you can use on you can use on like babies' feet or like pets' paws. I got some of those. And then on my way back, I went to McDonald's and I got chicken nuggets and a double cheeseburger. I also got bundt cake. So when I got home, she was eating chicken nuggets. She ate bites of my burger.
Wow.
She ate the icing off of the bundt cake. She had some string cheese the next morning. She loves string cheese. We heated up the rest of the nuggets. Like, we didn't eat them all. We heated up the rest of the nuggets in the air fryer and fed those to her on Sunday morning as well. So she ate those. So she was just like fully still had her like appetite. She was like, you have not given me any of the stuff in the last
like, what in
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? But it was the saddest thing like ever. And like, and it's like you don't really think about it, but it's like, yeah, like she was with me for 15 years. So
and through so many
Literally.
life changes.
Truly.
Yeah. Like longest
She was your best friend during COVID.
Yeah. Longest relationship, Cupcake.
Cupcake.
Yeah. So it's been very sad, but like I'll say Rocky's got it right, getting you stuff with Winnie's face on it all the time. Because as like I made a blanket, I got a pillow, I made a little glass with her face on it.
Yeah,
I've
if you want a list of all the things that she's ever done, socks, boxers, all the things. She knows it all. A puzzle. That was last year.
I've like there's like a I mean like I was looking on Etsy and then I realized they're all basically using the same sites that I have access to anyways.
Right, yeah. And by the time you do one, you probably keep getting ads for different kinds.
So it was like I can just use like printful.com and make everything. So I've been busting out. We already got the blanket, we got the pillow today. We got the glass, but then I've ordered like one more glass, trying something else out, but yeah, so but and we have like a little shrine for her of all her little things, and I was and I like hoarded like all her whiskers. Like in the last like probably like year and a half, 2 years, I've been hoarding her whiskers, and like sometimes I would like take like her like nail clippings or her fur ball from the her grooming brush. So I had all
I was like,
anything she barked up, I took.
Yeah.
So I had been hoarding that, and then when the home vet that came, they do a paw print in clay for you right there. And I had her also help me do the ink pad, because we tried to do it when she was still with us and she was not into it. She's like, what the heck are you doing? But it was I had multiple packs, so I got those. And then they also shave, they're like, do you want some of her fur? And I was like, yeah. They take out an electric shaver,
like a razor,
and just a full strip.
Oh my gosh.
Shave. They're like, which section? Because she has such like a beautiful coat.
Yes,
So they picked a section. I picked a section. She shaved it off and put it in a little thing for me. So I got to find something for that. So yeah. So we have all her stuff, and she was cremated. So she came home yesterday.
Mm.
So she's back. So yeah, so it's every time I talk about it, I get choked up because it's
Of
so
course.
sad.
Oh yeah.
But,
Yeah. We were heartbroken for you.
Yeah.
For sure.
Thank you. But yeah, but thank you to everyone that, like just liked the post or messaged me or commented because it's very sweet. And like you don't think about it, but like when, when this does happen, it's like it's very nice to have people say something. I learned all that when I worked at the funeral home. I learned that from the funeral home that like even just saying anything when anyone loses a pet or a person, I guess. I mean, it's nice to just say something because it means a lot. But yeah, but she had a very good life, and yeah,
Sounds like she had a great last meal.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's my last meal.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't go pick up a triple dipper while you were out.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Drive
she
over
would
to
have
Chili's.
She would have loved that ranch.
That cheese pull. Could you imagine?
Yeah, she had some of my creamy jalapeno
Wow.
back in March. She had some of that and she didn't think it was too spicy. She liked it.
Wow.
But
she had a better palate than Casey.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so all right, that's over with.
Well, I wanted to give you a chance because I'm obviously we like made it known on the Instagram.
Yeah.
You said something on the actual pod,
on the bonus yesterday or last week. Yeah.
Yes, it was very nice.
Well,
welcome back, Miranda.
Welcome back.
Hello.
We just talked about her cruise at the Close Friends, so if you haven't joined yet, you can, and you can listen to it right now. It would have been released now.
And Casey would, feel better if you paid her $5.
Yeah.
So that's the way you could make Casey's tears go away.
Sure. That.
Yeah, guys,
I'll use it. I'll use Casey to up our numbers. I don't care. Casey doesn't mind.
Just send it to me directly. Don't pay these chuckleheads.
Oh yeah, because now payment goes through us.
Now Art is the harborer.
We can give you Casey's Venmo direct.
Welcome back, Miranda. So happy to have you back on the pod.
So happy you're back.
So excited.
So excited.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, we're very.
Hey, Miranda, I meant to ask you this earlier in the previous one that we just recorded 10 minutes ago, but are you coming Thursday or are you coming Friday?
Great question. And I was hoping you would ask me on the other pod behind a page.
Sorry.
Not on the public pod.
Not on the public pod that is accessible.
We were too busy recounting your adventures at sea.
I know.
Adventures by Jace.
So many adventures.
Adventures by
Jace at sea.
Especially. Ooh, he loved it.
Adventures by Jace at sea and Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point.
Key at Lighthouse Point. So I cannot get out of my Thursday meetings.
Great.
So we're leaving after those meetings.
Okay.
After the trainer.
After my trainer.
Oh yeah. Can't cancel the trainer.
Can't get out of my trainer. So we are leaving. We'll probably leave by 3:30, I want to say.
You'll be here like 9 o'clock.
Oh God, hopefully 9. So if you guys are like up for a late moment, or otherwise I can just come over Thursday or Friday whenever you guys wake up and just hang out with you guys all day.
We'll be here.
I know you, but I don't know like your other.
No, we'll be here,
schedule.
right here.
I know.
At this desk.
I was gonna say, yeah. I assumed you guys have your late night recordings because I feel like that's when you guys do all your boys.
But that is, Thursday. That's my first day as part-time.
Part-time.
And then it's
part-time.
the
So
great
Friday. You're
15 days.
part-time.
Friday I'm off because my part-time is technically just 4 days a week.
Slay, so what shall we do?
We're going to go to Hoka and get some Hoka.
Yes, get our Hokas for Adam wants a Hoka for Disney.
We can go fit you some Hokas. Let's go get your feet fitted.
We could go to the actual Hoka store, and Casey, you know what's right next to it?
Michigan Ave.
Miss Pop Mart is right there.
Oh, my God. I'm so excited. Yeah. Okay.
The Pop Mart just opened last month, I think, or something.
Oh, thank God. I've always wanted to go to a Pop Mart.
And the Harry Potter experience.
Oh,
right there too.
We can't go to the Starbucks. We could go to the Starbucks.
We could go to the Reserve.
Sure.
Why would you?
Well, why would we? You know what I mean?
Why would we?
We
don't need. No, we don't need
the Reserve.
No, it's not worth it.
We can go to Grand Lux Cafe. Do you want to do Grand Lux for
live? I thought she closed.
Oh no, she closed.
She closed, girl.
Yeah.
Mama.
There's another cafe on Michigan Ave that we could go to.
Oh,
I
have not been. Yeah. Because I have until I don't think I have to be at the Airbnb until 5. So
crafts don't start till 5. At the Bachelor.
Craft services or craft?
Oh my God, I think that's my goal in life, is to go to an event where there's a craft services catering.
Yes,
you should have come helped out when we filmed our BL.
The next time
you had craft services. Yes,
we had a cooler and a table and a tote bag of Smart Pop.
I am a great showrunner. I am happy to come in town next time you're
craft
shooting.
Services provided by the Lee family. Lee Family Trust.
I can stock your food table.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, my throat is starting to itch with allergies.
Oh yeah.
But it's so that's, I don't have an itchy nose. My throat itches. So I have to itch it with the back of my tongue or whatever. But it started at 4 a.m. Have you never had this?
I do that.
Adam's looking at me like I'm an idiot. Or
Adam does not itch.
How do you do that?
Does itch
it's the.
I mean, Casey and I use our tongue at the back of my throat for the reason.
Oh my God. Okay.
I scratch the back of my throat with something else.
Yeah.
God be with me.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. He is risen. He is risen indeed. Hallelujah. But it started at 4 a.m. And I was like, okay, I can't take an allergy pill now because then it will wear off again at 4 a.m.
Yeah, you're just going back to sleep. Yeah.
But I took it at whatever time I woke up, 7. But now it's starting to wear off. My throat started to itch again. So now I'm ugh.
Wow, you have even just your seasonal allergies.
Yes.
Get back there. That's so weird.
Okay, my ads on Instagram have been these take home allergy. There's a spray. There's it's a topical thing.
Do you want to talk about
test.
targeted ads?
Oh my!
Do you want to have a discussion about targeted ads?
You got
honey.
What did it say to you?
So there's a bit of context I need to share beforehand. So there is a K-pop group that came through town that we watched for the channel, and we got the VIP. We met the members. It was very fun. One of the members has been on a show that we watched, and we had referred to his confidence. He has such confidence as being that of someone who is participating on RuPaul's Drag Race. The level of I know who I am energy was very that. Met this person. They were wonderful.
He was like, oh, I know you.
Yes, he knew who we were. That was crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
Then they finished their tour. And for the American tour, they finished in LA. And at the concert, he publicly came out. K-pop idols do not come out. South Korea is a very conservative country. Huge deal.
And it was all because of Adam's influence because he had
not taking
honestly
credit. Not taking credit.
Honestly?
Then, so because of that, there have been a few articles written from major publications. So Forbes put out an article, Billboard put out an article, blah, 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 blah. So we were sharing those in our little Discord server we have. And the Forbes article, I read it, and then I was like, oh, it's one of those where like if you hit
one
your max,
you hit your one article,
then you can't read it. So I was like, oh, let me screenshot the article. Let me pirate this so that I'll just share the screenshots in case people can't access the article. So I just screenshot, and then I was like, oh, I should go through and take out these ads, not even looking at the ads. And then I was like, it's too much work. Okay? Too much work to take out the ads.
Oh my God.
The ad, so I posted all of it. And I'm like, hey, here you go.
And then like
blah, blah.
talked. So he was like not following.
Not pay. Didn't again. I do not see ads. I am the worst. I'm like a marketer's nightmare
blind.
because I do not see them. Yeah. They do not appear to me. These ads. One was like, do you have ADHD? Let's get you tested, mama. There was one that said that. There was one that was like, is your marriage in trouble because of your ADHD?
What?
And I was like, oh my God. There was one that was like, Mama, let's get you a bunion bestie. These are shoes for bunions. And I was like,
oh my God.
I'm trying to find it.
Oh wow, it's so far back.
It was just yesterday.
It was just yesterday. Wow, that's so funny.
Okay, here we go. Here
they are.
Fine.
Okay, that one.
Late diagnosed ADHD. Take an ADHD self-assessment test. I
feel like you need to share the screen because
the pictures are like AI.
The pictures are AI generated and late diagnosed. So someone in their 30s. No, this man is hipster Santa Claus is what AI has generated for this image of this late diagnosed.
What? That's like a wizard.
Yeah,
it's a wizard.
Yeah. Fully.
Late diagnosed. Take back control of your life, Adam.
My God.
Okay, and
Adam, that's what you're gonna look like if you don't get
your
Bunyan's
bestie. Your Bunyan's bestie.
Those are the
BFF
shoes
you've been waiting
for.
Oh
my God.
Vivaya. Struggling in your marriage? Our ADHD support plan for adults 45 plus can help.
Oh my God.
45 plus, bitch.
Who is this man? Is this the man that's going to help you?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Don't ask me.
Okay. Fanka, made for back pain relief, full back support. Waist contour though. Okay.
Oh,
waist contour.
Send me that link. What's your app link?
Breathable fabric, and then Max Mara.
Max Mara, obviously.
Struggling in your marriage, your ADHD 45 plus is killing. 45 plus is killing.
They are dragging you. They said you're gonna screenshot this. You're gonna pay.
Funny.
They probably the ads probably switch as soon as you screenshot.
Switch as soon as you press that screenshot.
They're like, you're not gonna want to share this.
That is so fun. Did anybody say anything?
Yes, the first thing we were like, what the fuck are these ads?
And I was like, oh my God, oh no.
Did you scream? I would have passed away.
It's crazy because I had read the entire article out loud to RJ. We went to a diner yesterday for lunch.
Adam loves to read out loud an article.
I do. I always read out an article.
Adam said.
So I read the full article, cried through most of it because it was so endearing, and then was like, I'm gonna screenshot this and post it, and then immediately people were like, "You okay?
Are you okay?
Are your feet okay?" And I was like,
Are your feet and your marriage okay?
And your marriage?
You have fans sending you like bunion socks and stuff. K-pop bunion socks.
And I think it was because we were watching.
So this is your
theory.
This is my theory
about the bunions. Because I don't know. Well, the ADHD, I think.
Because I was like, I don't have bunions. I don't have bunions. I genuinely would be like, I have bunions, but I do not have bunions. So I was like,
Adam wouldn't keep that from you guys.
But I would never keep that from you listeners.
That would be a go off. Bunions go off.
So I was like, when have bunions come up recently? Like, what are they targeting me for? That's so strange. And then I realized that on the most recent Pit Stop episode, Monet and Bianca talked about how Monet had her bunions shaved off. And so I was like, did they hear? Did my phone hear that?
Sure.
They said, I hear gay person talking about bunions. It's gotta be Adam.
It's gotta be this about bunions. Yeah.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah. So anyway,
so funny.
Insane.
Speaking of insane, RJ, do you not watch Big Brother anymore?
It's all TikTok. It's Celebrity Big Brother.
Yeah.
Okay, so
JoJo?
JoJo is in it.
So yeah,
JoJo. But then who was the guy that like got?
I don't know.
Was that Mickey?
Any of these men that have been talked about for Celebrity Big Brother interacting with JoJo Siwa, I'm like, I have no idea who these people are.
Well, okay, so there was the one who got. Well, it's been crazy because
the one who got kicked off after he
one got kicked off because he called her a queer slur.
Yeah.
Practically. I think it was Mickey Rourke.
I think it was Mickey Rourke.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
An old
celebrity.
Got
All
it.
But
my
then-
ads on the Forbes article are the same thing.
Oh.
Maybe it's just Forbes.
Maybe it's Forbes.
Maybe it's just Forbes.
Maybe it's the people who read Forbes are Bunyan people.
But then, so JoJo also split up with her partner
Mhm.
Her
during
girlfriend,
the show,
So-
after the show, because of a showman.
We don't know. We don't know.
don't
But
know.
at the
So dramatic.
reunion,
It's really dramatic.
she came out and said that they are no longer together.
Can I ask a
Because
question about Celebrity Big Brother that I think I must be unaware of?
Wait, hold on. But because I saw the clips on TikTok of JoJo and like Chris Hughes like being friendly
like,
on the hot tub.
Mhm.
Yeah, like making out. And he was like kissing her face in the hot tub.
HJ Adam.
And
I
then
don't
like
know what that is.
Hange.
Oh.
Handsy. It was a very handsy hot tub
mhm,
experience.
not aired on TV, obviously.
Not aired on TV.
But
He
on the
got
live
footage.
feed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Adam, what's your question on CBB?
So yeah, sorry. I feel like the Mickey Rourke thing happened like on the first day they got there, which
Mhm.
felt like it
It's
was
very
last
early.
week.
So CBB,
then-
yeah, the celebrity
and then it's
seasons,
over?
The celebrity seasons are like really short. So it's like instead of the full week, they do like 4 days of that week. So I want to say the show probably ran for like a month and a half, a month.
That sounds right. But
Yeah.
here's the thing that we need to talk about.
Uh-huh.
So obviously when they're in the Big Brother house, they don't
Mhm.
have access to their phones. They don't have access to their social medias.
Mhm.
So Mama Siwa has access to JoJo's social media.
So Mama Siwa was taking over.
As in like her
Not-
actual mother.
Yes. So she was posting as if she were JoJo. She's commenting as if she's JoJo. She's doing all these things.
But people knew it was not her because obviously JoJo's on.
They don't,
Sure.
but if they know Celebrity Big
If
Brother,
they-
they know
yeah,
more
yeah,
out
if
there.
they
But
understand.
so it's a pretty small population.
Oh, because they film it and then I thought it was live. I thought it was
It is live.
It is live.
It is live. So while JoJo is in the Celebrity Big Brother house, JoJo's
Mama
mother decides
No.
to post
No.
footage of JoJo auditioning for the live action
Oh, I
Tangled.
saw.
Yes.
I actually saw that. I did not click it, but I.
Oh my God.
I can't watch this.
You
I cannot.
You have to watch it. Everything I've ever felt about
No.
this girl has been justified. There was that brief moment when she was on Dancing with the Stars, and I was like, do I stan JoJo? I take it all back. I cannot get behind
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna play it for us. I won't screen share.
Okay,
People
yeah,
can
don't
find it.
screen share it. Please go watch it. It is the most wild thing I have ever watched in my entire life. And honestly, what scares me, I believe Disney would have cast her.
Oh, you can hear it. Oh, sorry. I was just playing to me.
No.
First of all, it's going so fast. They're just like reciting lines. Is this
Yeah.
the right one? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's it.
Okay.
So it's only like a minute long.
Yeah. We're watching it right now.
Listeners,
There.
they're watching, and RJ's not really making any faces, but Adam is. Adam can't even look at the screen.
Wait.
Is that how you became a thief?
I
cannot believe her mom set her up like this.
Her
That
mom
is
was like,
crazy.
everyone's gonna love these
when your own
behind
mom
the
is
scenes.
your
Yeah.
own op. That's crazy.
Yeah. It is no longer on JoJo's TikTok.
No,
It has been removed.
Thank God.
But like,
Unfortunately, you can never retake it back.
I'm like,
Well, have you ever seen the Sky Jackson audition for Euphoria?
No, I have not.
RJ,
send the
first
link.
of all, close Discord.
I don't think I was never like a Sky. Isn't like what was the Sky Jackson lore? I'm like not entirely familiar.
Oh my god,
She was the little girl on what's it called? What's the show?
Jessie.
Jessie, and then
2
the
minutes
one
long,
after that.
girl.
I know, but you don't need the full 2.5 minutes. You just need enough.
We're showing everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have to. Yes. Have you seen this, Casey?
No.
This is crazy. I can't even preface it. This is a Disney Channel. If you don't know Sky Jackson is a former Disney Channel star auditioning for Euphoria.
But something happened with her, right? Like there's lore.
Yes, there's something
that happened.
There's
with
something
Sky
that
Jackson.
happened. Yes, there's something that happened because.
Okay, go on. First of all, she looks like she's 12. Go on.
She's very tiny. She's tiny
little
girl.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hi, my name is Sky Jackson. I'm 17 years old. I live in Los Angeles. My birthday's April 8th, 2002, and I am 5 feet tall.
5 feet tall.
Ugh,
good for you, girl.
Sales rack Sally isn't even clever. If you're going to deface someone's locker, at least make it original. It's even worse than DIY Diane. I don't get it, you know? I'm a freshman. Isn't there something else you'd rather be doing? Like bribing your way into college? Or expanding your carbon footprint? What is your problem with me? I'm sorry. Do I know you? No. But let me guess. You're the heiress to the Colgate dynasty? Or niece to the 3rd Earl of Kensington, right?
What did she just say?
Turn it
okay.
Turn it off.
When they got these sides, did they not know what the show was about? So they were like, "Oh, it's a teen show." Okay, great.
So but they knew it's HBO. Okay. The problem is she has the Disney.
She's
Disney
the SNL skit of Miley and the Disney.
Right behind me, isn't he?
we were gonna. It's classic. Anyway, people shouldn't release their audition tapes.
No,
that's the point.
You only do it if you
get the role.
That's what when I get on TikTok and I see audition tapes, I was like, I cannot believe the confidence that you have.
People are just out here posting.
You're not even like posting it on your like Instagram stories where it's just your followers, but like TikTok where it can get to random people who have no idea who you are and just judge the shit out of you.
Here's what I like. I like when people post their bloopers where it's like, their cat all of a sudden interrupts the thing and they're like, "Oh no," or like a siren goes off or whatever.
Yeah,
sure.
Those are fun.
Or it's like, I'm not showing you the actual audition.
Yeah.
I'm showing you
like the girl that was practicing at a school and they were doing star testing. She was like,
"Oh," and he was like, "We have the room. We're next door," or something like that. That one.
She's like, "Oh," she's like, "Can you?" This is
that one was crazy though because she had booked that room and he was like, "Sorry, you're singing loud," and she was like,
"I booked the room,
I
sweetie."
Anyway, it was very strange.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's all like my TikTok has a lot of
there's a lot of actors
on
TikTok.
That's the new thing now. You want to try and like.
Speaking of actors on TikTok, do you know that TikTok actress Delaney who always plays
Delaney, who's dating BJ Novak?
BJ Novak?
Yes.
Casey, Delaney is the one who's like
Which
that
also,
girl in the movie.
I need to know how Mindy Kaling feels about this.
That's what everybody says. They're like, has anybody checked on Mindy? She's that girl who she's phenomenal. She's really so good.
Like, that cool girl. And so she's always the one that's like
it's always like a stereotype in a movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like people hate her, but it's like people hate her character.
But it's good.
Like it's so funny.
Yeah.
You don't like her?
I used to like her. I think it's just like now it's just the same joke every single time, and that's. But I think that's a TikTok thing. Is like once you get in a rhythm of your shtick, how do you get out? Like, how do you? Create?
But see, that's what sets. I think Caitlyn. She sets.
Yeah.
She is one step ahead of everyone. Caitlyn's is like so. Caitlyn Riley is just so specific, but then it keeps evolving. It doesn't get stagnant.
No. Know where Caitlin Riley stands on this pod.
This was so fun. Casey still has no idea who she is, by the way.
I'm looking at a picture of her.
No, Caitlin doesn't know who Sabrina is.
Oh, right. She doesn't know who Sabrina Breyer is.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
The group chat reunion.
The reunion. Yeah, so you said that in the group in our actual group chat, and I did not buy internet this cruise, and so I was like,
you didn't know
son of a bitch.
First of all, I just want to shout out this girl. This commitment to this creation is so thought out, and like, yes, it's like obviously low budge because she's just using like a ring light and a tripod and calling it a day. But like,
that's the joy of TikTok.
There's a level of like, she has had all these characters planned out, and like, it's just very impressive from that, purely from that aesthetic. I need a season 2. I need a season 3. I need a season 12.
There is a season 2. It's coming.
It was teased.
I need it today. No, I need it now.
Yeah.
I don't need it in the future. I need it right now.
The thing is, it needs to keep going. Otherwise, she's going to lose momentum.
But I think she's brilliant that she ended the season, LOL season, without actually resolving the thing of being like, so do you know that you're the other girl? Like, they never actually address it, which I think is incredible.
Yeah. So good. So great.
I watched some like I think she's Filipino. But I watch her on Facebook Reels. And
excuse me.
Sorry, what'd you say, Grandma?
Excuse
Casey.
One of my Facebook Reels girls. You know, it's like they just pop up for me, and it's
we know what happened.
We know what they are.
We understand.
She's in the groups, you know, she's trying to sell
I'm in the groups.
Marketplace.
But the funny thing is that like, so she's acting out things from like working like in restaurants, or like working in like fast food restaurants, or sometimes she's working at the laundromat, and she's this little like Filipino girl, and it's always so stupid. But the funny thing is that people in the comments are like, I wouldn't let her treat me that way, or like they're commenting as if this is all real.
It's real.
Like
that's the thing.
Wait. What is she doing exactly? She's having like a conversation off camera with someone.
Like she's playing both parts. She's doing and she'll be like, hey, you didn't schedule me enough hours this week. I'm not going to get enough money to pay my rent. And the other person's like, I'm sorry. What are you going to do? Quit? And she's like, oh, I guess not. And then like something happens or whatever, you know, and it's these little skits or whatever. But then people be in the comments and be like, I would never let her treat me that way. You need those hours, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what are you guys talking about?
Guys, it's a bit.
Like it's all a bit, but everyone's like, I would not let this person talk to me like that. I would quit. I would leave. Or like, and I'm just like, what are y'all doing over here on Facebook in the comments?
That's the thing you're reading. Like, I like reading TikTok comments, but reading Facebook comments, like I feel like
because
I'm
like,
because they don't know. They don't know it's a bit. They don't know how it works.
Yeah, next time I see her, which
like,
I'm
wow,
sure
they look
popped
exactly
her up.
like you. Yeah.
I will find the TikTok original, I'm sure.
There's a girl on TikTok who goes through her Facebook and then finds like shitty AI generated pictures on Facebook, and then like all the people commenting being like, Jesus saves, or just like it's always like grandmas who are just like leaving the most wild
comments. So beautiful.
Yeah, and it's like the most obvious AI image you've ever seen in your. It's like a kitten playing a banjo, and they're like, I can't believe kittens know how to do this now, and it's like they don't.
This is a computer generated, grandma.
Or it'll be like there's a really big a contingent of like AI generated images for Facebook that are like interesting looking desserts and then like a fake recipe at the bottom.
Yes,
and it's always
I've
like
seen this.
a teaspoon of baking soda. It's always a teaspoon of baking soda and like 3 cups of flour and a cup of sugar. And like that supposedly is going to give you like whatever. I'm not.
Yeah, and like people will be tagging and be like to their husband, "We got to try this weekend," or "Let's make this." And and other people will be like, "Are you looking? Are you looking at this recipe?" Like for a while I was getting the same. It was variations of a recipe of basically like Alfredo noodles and chicken on top, but they were all named something a little bit differently, and there'd be something different in the recipe and the picture would be different. But it's like, it's just cream, Parmesan cream and noodles and some chicken on top. And people would all be tagging like, this looks so good, we gotta try this. And
this
it's
is
just
a TikTok that's been going off of mine.
Yeah.
Let me show you real quick.
And the Facebook name will be like Annie's recipes. You know, it's like the most basic.
Yeah. Generic.
Mm-hmm. Aww.
Just someone playing Animal Crossing to the cows.
Amazing. That makes me want to play. I want to play.
The cows are like,
speaking of
Alfredo.
Speaking of Alfredo, Casey, I don't know if you've ever purchased. I know Casey's technically not here right now, but I know she can hear me.
Gone, yeah.
I don't know if you've ever purchased Olive Garden to go before, if you've ever, done a to go order before. But we did the other night because RJ wanted some pasta.
He's always blaming me as if you're the one.
I've never eaten pasta before in my life. I actually don't eat it. It's disgusting to me. So I opted for a little salad, a gorgeous little salad. Look at how big this fucking salad is. This is like an entire.
Is like you got this a couple days ago.
I got this.
Yeah,
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Yeah,
I would eat that.
Miranda,
I think this is the longer lettuce it's out, the better.
This is a man who left a salted caramel frappuccino out sitting.
Frappuccino.
Did you see this? I'm not talking Miranda. Did you see this? Have you ever gotten a salad to go?
I think it came with my meal once. Yeah, I ordered it to go, and it come with the salad and the breadsticks. Yeah,
and it has a little station like the.
Yes, it's so cute. They've totally made this perfect for to go.
They revolutionized salads to go.
I took it out. Actually, it's been in the fridge since what's today? Tuesday. It's been in the fridge since Sunday night. And I took it out at lunch because I don't like to eat cold salads. So I'm going to eat it for dinner.
So he's letting it melt a little bit.
From lunch to dinner. I thought you meant for like an hour. You let it sit
out.
It's
no, I took it out at like 2.
Okay.
Are we ready to go off yet? Because I have so much to talk about.
But I also,
sorry.
Olive Garden to go, getting that cup, getting a side of Alfredo sauce to go.
Alfredo.
I don't ever get the Alfredo sauce in restaurant, but to go, I will get the side of Alfredo sauce, dip the breadsticks in, and game changer.
Here's how they get you in the Olive Garden. When you press the little buttons and you see what you want, and right at the end they ask, "Now, would you like a $6.99
another entree
for later?"
Wow.
Yeah. So for like $6.99 or $7 or something like that,
and it's just like pasta with sauce.
You get another fettuccine Alfredo, and it's like fully like chilled because it's meant to be like you reheat it later.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn it, they got me.
They got me, gal.
Miranda, we got to open your eyes.
I know.
We got to open your eyes to the world of the cream puffs.
Yeah, I do miss the salad breadstick combo situation. That was always. I don't even remember.
We'll come over tonight. I got it right here already.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, when you come on Thursday,
keep it out. So by the time you get there,
I'll leave it out for Thursday when you get here.
Perfect. That's great.
Yeah. I think this can be set out.
So that's the thing. I'm coming Thursday night. I'll probably just stay at the hotel Thursday night because it's late and I don't know. So.
I was saying, just drive straight to the Olive Garden and we'll just meet you there. The one on, it's going to be on Addison and like the,
Jace would be.
Jace would, come on.
He is a pasta boy.
Yeah, he's a food boy.
Pasta boy. A food boy.
It's the science.
It's the science of the dough. All right.
Okay,
Did anything else
enough?
before we go off?
Please.
Adam's got a full
go
list.
off. You got a list.
Yeah, we got a list.
I'll let Casey take the other one that she might talk about. I don't know if she's going to actually. And then if she doesn't, we'll circle back to me at the end.
We'll circle back. Yeah.
Great.
Okay, here's the tea. Here's the tea.
Oh my God.
Okay. So, a couple years ago, we had moved to Chicago. I hadn't gotten my eyes checked in a minute. So I was like, let me find an optometrist. I found an optometrist at the place I worked at 3 years ago, basically. So, made an appointment, did the whole thing, bobbity boo. Fine, great. Last year, before we went to Korea, I went to their sister location, which is more on the north side, because it was closer to where we live. A couple days ago, I got a text message. Hi, Adam. Time flies, and it's time for your eye exam again. For smiley face, by the way. For your convenience. I'm looking dead ass into the camera. For your convenience, okay? They said for your convenience, we currently have a spot reserved for you with Dr. Tracy on Tuesday the 29th at 4 p.m. They just booked me an appointment. They just went ahead and for my own convenience just booked me an appointment. If that day and time still works, wonderful. To be clear, no comments.
No action item.
No action item. We'll see you next week. If you need to reschedule, no problem. Just let us know ASAP so we can release the spot for someone else in urgent need of eye care. Okay? Thank you so much for understanding. Reply stop to unsubscribe. Okay? Strange. But I was like, you know what? It's been about a year. It was right before we went to Korea, which was May of last year. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I guess, yeah, I could. You're supposed to if for contacts, I was looking to thinking I needed new contacts, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, you know what? Actually, that probably would work for me. I don't have a job. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, great.
You got about 15 days to get everything.
And we're running out of time.
Everything checked.
Yeah. Everything checked before Cobra puts us on hold for 2 months.
Yeah. Okay. Great. That was the first message. And that was sent last Tuesday at 9:18 a.m. Okay?
Bright and early.
Sunday.
So 1 week out.
Oh, full week. 9:18. Okay. So
that's just automated. They're just going through.
That's we'll come back to that. Put a bee in your bonnet on that one. Sunday at 8:29 in the morning. I'm not awake. I get another text message. Good morning, Adam.
Time flies, doesn't it?
This is Dr. Tracy confirming your appointment.
Not Tracy herself.
No, it's not. Don't be for real. This is Dr. Tracy confirming your appointment set for 2 days from today. Tuesday, April 29th at 4 p.m. Okay, now I want to be clear. When I first read this, when I woke up, I did not fully take in the full message. So I'm going to read you the full message, but know that this was sent at 8:29 in the morning. Please reply yes if you're still able to come in. If you need to reschedule, you must let us know 24 hours before your scheduled appointment time to avoid the $100 cancellation fee.
That's illegal.
Let us know if you have any questions.
$100?
Let us know if you have any questions or need our address. Thank you so much. Reply stop to unsubscribe. Okay, first of all, I want to say this. If you put reply stop, if I see reply stop to unsubscribe, I am assuming I'm not talking to a real person.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I don't need to reply.
Okay? I just want to be clear on that.
Yeah.
So I go today. I said it's the 29th, 4 p.m. I walk in at 4:02. I walk up to the counter. I said, hi, I have an appointment. She goes, okay, what's your name? And I said, Adam. And she goes, sorry, what's your last name? I said, Noecker. It's 4 p.m. She was like, it looks like it was canceled. And I was like, oh. So she was like, well, let me see if there's any notes on the cancellation. Okay. So she's tip-tapping away with her nails on the keyboard. And she goes, yeah, they didn't leave a note. So I don't know. It looks like you didn't confirm the appointment. So I don't know if that's why they canceled it so that they could book someone else. I'm not really sure. Unfortunately, we are like fully booked today, so I wouldn't be able to get you in. I can look and see when our next available appointment is. I said, no, I'll find a different optometrist. Thank you. And I walked out.
Oh
because what the fuck do you mean that you booked an appointment for me for my convenience, which is already the most audacious thing that I think has ever happened to me. It is one thing to get a text from your doctor, your dentist,
hey, it's
whoever.
time for your exam.
Time to schedule.
It's been a year
Give
since
us a
your
call.
physical.
Give us a call, or even just reply if you want.
Yep, totally.
Do it.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Couldn't be. And a great reminder tool. Okay, right? We live in the 21st century. We're all texting. That's great. To go for your convenience, we chose a time out of thin air and booked you an appointment. And by the way, if you cancel within 24 hours of that appointment, you owe us $100 for a thing that, again, we booked for you and you did not ask for. That is genuinely I am this close to calling the Better Fucking Business Bureau. Because what the fuck do you mean? That is bonkers. I am going to call them out right here. Do not go to the Halstead Eye Boutique.
First of all, you're getting your eyes checked at a place called Boutique. An eye boutique.
An eye boutique.
Which has great ratings, and I do remember the doctor being great, but this is not.
Let's write a review.
That's not how you run a fucking business.
I think this is a job for Casey.
I am not kidding. I am not kidding. When I walked out, I was like, I have to leave a review later because, like, this is.
No, you must leave a review. You must.
Listen. I live in this city. I go around all these neighborhoods. I see how many fucking optometrists
how many
there are.
big city opticals there are in every
so
corner.
Many eye doctors in this city. They're just handing out degrees now to optometrists. Nobody has to study anything. It's like pilots. I don't know what's going on. But I do know that I understand it may be hard. You need more clients. You need more whatever, blah, blah, blah. Listen, it's tough out here. The tariffs are right around the corner.
They're right there.
That is not how you run a fucking business. I'm so sorry.
No.
That's crazy. If your doctor was like, hey, we booked you for a surgery a week from now, and you were like, what? That's nuts. What do you mean? Also, it's an eye exam. It's like not even like, oh, you have urgent medical care that needs to happen. It's one or two, two or three. But are you joking?
Here's the thing about optometrists. Why do I have to go every year when my vision hasn't changed in like 17 years? Why do I have to get a new prescription for the same fucking prescription for the last 17 years? It's all the same. If all of a sudden I start to see blurry things, I will come back in for a new prescription, okay? I don't understand
Casey and I with our thick-ass glasses are staying silent. We're like, you know, that 0.25 really makes a difference every year.
Mine has never changed. It has never changed.
Mine has changed like a couple times, but it's very slight. I do not have a very strong prescription, but
no, I don't.
Neither do
either.
you, by the way.
What's yours?
Strong? What
yours is not strong.
What are you?
You have a very similar prescription.
Tell me. What are we?
No. Well, let me go get it.
Let's compare. Adam, what's yours?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
It's not super strong though.
You don't know what it is?
I don't know the No, I don't know the numbers for my eye prescription.
Oh. Casey, I'm going to ask you last. Because I know yours is like...
How do you read this? Negative 2.75 and negative 2.25.
I'm negative 2.25 on both my eyes.
Wow. Well, if you need an extra
honestly,
contact.
slay. I won't pack extra this weekend. I know where to go.
I'm like negative 8.75.
Yeah,
I'm like
12. Casey's glasses are so thick a bullet couldn't go through them. Okay,
yeah,
like
they are science grade.
Mine are I think mine is like
glass.
negative 2 and negative 2.25. But I have an astigmatism in one. So, but like,
and we have to erase the stigma. You're right.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up.
Remember the commercial with the twins? And she's like,
yes.
And one of us has astigmatism and one of us doesn't. Iconic.
Anyway, that sucks. And that's not how you should run your business.
No.
That's how I feel about that.
No. And okay.
It would be I would actually feel way different if it truly was like they booked it and then they just canceled it. It's the insinuation that I would have had to pay $100.
Yeah.
That's
something that you didn't book.
That's nuts.
A restaurant. What is Disney's
Also, what if your phone number changed?
$10. Yeah.
What if your phone number changed? You know?
Yeah. What if anything? I have not been there.
What if you moved
since
yeah.
Where did we live? Did we live?
We lived in a different address. We had just moved. So you probably we had just moved maybe.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know either if it was our first place in Chicago or our second place. But definitely it was not here because the last year I went to their sister location. And then when I went
remember you had to go off because the girl was so mean.
Yes, I went off about the girl who tried to sell me the fucking glasses and she was annoyed that I just wanted the prescription.
Oh, yeah. They do hate that.
And I was like, I don't care if you get a commission. Then you shouldn't be in this line of work, diva.
Yeah.
Anybody? Do you think Walmart employees are mad that I'm shopping at Amazon? No, they don't care.
No.
You shouldn't either. Anyway,
I used to get my eyes checked at Walmart back in the day.
I'm about to just go to Costco and call it a fucking day.
Yeah, just go to Costco, girl. Adam's got plenty of time now. He goes to a Costco in the afternoon and the weekday, and he's like, "There's no one here."
Guys,
was like shocked.
No one goes to Costco in the middle of the day. It's crazy. It's
on a weekday.
On a weekday.
Because we used to only go on weekends, and he's like, "There's no one here."
I don't know if anyone is aware.
It depends.
Nobody's out and about.
It depends on the day here. Yeah. In Austin, Texas, the mamas are out every day of the week, and I'm like, what? If I'm off a day, like I took off, a day for Cupcake, and I went and did something, and I was like, why are all these people out? Why aren't these people at work? Like
that is what I do all the time.
Seems like no one wants to work these days.
No
I am like,
anymore.
What in the world? Why is everybody at the gym? Don't you have jobs?
Yes.
I say.
Yeah. I would also like to tack on to the thing about businesses texting.
This is good.
So
I was hoping she would say this after Adam.
So here's the tea. Here's the skinny.
Here's the tea, mama.
So I get a text on the Tuesday. I'm back at work. One day, Miss Piggy, yes. One day, post my mental health day.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not in a great mood to be back at work. I'm not having it. I'm not.
You're already not in a great mood on a regular day.
On a regular day, I'm usually not in a good mood. But I'm really not in a good mood.
Right.
And I get a text bright and early for some offer for something, and I was like, "What is this?" And it said, text stop to unsubscribe. So I text stop, and I get a little thing. It says, "You've been unsubscribed from the Windermere Medical Spa." Blah blah blah. And I was like, I cannot believe the Windermere Medical Spa is texting me in the year 2025. I have not been to this place since 2019. before the pandemic. I don't live in Windermere. I have already left a negative review for just them bugging the shit out of me in the past. And so then I'm mad.
I'm gonna go off about this after you.
So I'm mad. So I'm like, why are you texting me? So I immediately go to Google and leave a review. And I say, 1 star. Have not been here in 5+ years after unsatisfactory predatory service from both the med spa and the dental, and they are still trying to text me offers. Yeah, I think it's predatory. They are trying to push you into these programs, push you into this stuff, and then I did one of the little programs, and they're like, oh, you're gonna get teeth whitening, you're gonna get this stuff, and I never got the teeth whitening. They blamed it on COVID. They said, oh, well, because it's COVID, you can't come get the kit. I'm like, why the fuck can't I? Like, I was so mad at them. So I gave them 1 star, and I kid you not more than an hour later.
Watch your language, Casey. This is a chaste podcast.
Yeah, not more than an hour later, I got a reply from the business.
They responded to
the review or to
my review. To my review, and they said, "Wow, 5 years later, and you still want to bash us publicly for no reason? Good luck, lady, with all your positive vibes."
Lucy, can you tell me exactly where this place is?
Absolutely.
Wait, have you been?
Is it the dentist place at that plaza with the McDonald's?
No, it's on Reams Road.
That's Fresh Dental or something like that. No, it's not the one we went to.
Okay, because the one we went to still texts me asking me to book an appointment.
Oh my gosh!
Actually, and that optometrist in where
Sand Lake?
No. What's the one further back that's like newer?
Oh, Hamlin.
Hamlin.
That was the last place you.
Hamlin texts me too.
They text me too.
And I'm like, I think I
Diva.
finally got off there. I think I finally got off Hamlin's tail or whatever. But yeah, no, this place. Here's the skinny on the Windermere Medical Spa.
Another one.
Oh my
God. And Laser Institute. They changed their name because somehow they got new reviews because my old review was gone somehow. Which I'm like, okay. But so it's a husband and wife duo. The husband does dental work. And the wife does like Botox, microblading.
Oh, this is them.
Yes, this is them, Miranda.
Them.
Yes. The princess injector on Instagram.
This makes this so much better and makes so much more sense as to what our group chat was talking about.
Yes.
Okay.
Adam, the woman that owns it, she calls herself the princess injector because she lives close to Disney World and she does Botox on entertainment cast members apparently.
Ew.
It's so gross. But anyways, so whenever I didn't have insurance or something and I just needed a cleaning or something and they were offering some deal. So I go to the husband for the dental and he does the cleaning. It's fine, whatever, blah, blah. And they offer me some other thing. Then I was having issues. And so I called them and they're like, oh, well, the dentist is off for like 3 weeks. You're going to have to go somewhere else. It's like, oh, so just F me then. So that's why I started going to Hamlin. Because it's like, oh, he's just not going to be here for 3 weeks. I'm like, what kind of practice is this? It's just cosmetic.
It's a hoax.
Dentistry.
Yeah.
It's a scam. And then the wife, she was running some deal and it was like she was teaching people how to microblade. And so it was done in the Windermere place. And it's like, you're going to get your first microblade sessions from this random person getting trained. And then when you come for the refresh, it'll be me doing it. She said that to all of us. It'll be me doing it. So it's like, okay, we're going to get this great, very, trained person to do it. I come back and this woman comes in and I go, oh, is Baba not doing it? And she's like, no, did you want her? And I was like, I mean, that's what I paid for. That's what they said. Yeah. She's like, oh, well, I can do just as well. I'm like, I would like the other person to do it. And it was such a big stink and it was like such a big issue. But then she came in and did it. Like, probably like, oh, I can't believe I have to do this whenever I should just be injecting Botox or whatever. I don't know.
Well, then don't do the damn deal or whatever.
Yeah, then just say someone from one of our trained estheticians.
One of our many microbladers.
Yeah. But anyways, and then they'd always be like, "Do you want to join our program? Do you want to buy this package and you're going to get all this extra stuff?" I'm like, "No, thank you." And then they would text you and blah 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 blah. And then but then it turns out that for the day that they text me, they were like texting anyone that they had a phone number for from years and years. And then they were texting all day long. Like, I stopped them, but other people in our group chat were still getting them for all day long. And it was
the fact that the fact that they responded makes it's so obvious that they're like, oh, they're guilty and they're trying to be like, oh no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, and it's like and they said bash us publicly for no reason. I literally stated the reason.
I wrote the reason.
Texting the offers. So fuck the Windermere Medical Spa.
I want to say one more thing, and then I swear to God we can move on from this conversation. RJ and I joined Orange Theory in Windermere in January of 2020.
Oh yeah.
And obviously
big year.
Stopped going to Orange Theory a couple months later.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me why 7 months ago I got a text from them. And I was like,
what?
And I actually think it's worse when they send it like, if it was like they've been sending me a consistent, like every 3 months, they send me a text and I'd be like, ugh, it's just me. Like, I should tell them that I
need to unsubscribe. Yeah.
Out of nowhere, 4 years later, they were like, hey, let's get you back and like slim and trim. Lose my fucking number. Lose my number.
Mm-hmm.
Stat.
Well, that's me. Whenever I do waves of unsubscribing to email marketing, and it always comes back when like,
oh, you want to talk about email marketing? Let's talk about the DCCC. Let's talk about the Democratic fucking Party. I'm about to be a fucking Republican.
Oh my God. Right. For me, it's damn like the fucking Pottery Barn or whatever. I'm like, I swear I unsubscribe to this.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they bring you back.
Oh, they find out you only subscribe to like one subsidiary of their entire marketing campaign.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
It's so dumb.
Miranda, do you have one?
Anyway.
I do have one. I'm not as passionate about this as others have been. I get that we live in a year of AI. I do. And I think it's a really powerful tool that can be successful in many, many ways. Do not take photos from my past and animate them and make them
Who did
look.
Who did it?
Who?
Who do you think?
Who do you think?
Who do you
No.
think?
It's either Denise or your mother.
It's my sister.
Oh! Oh, she should know better. She's an artist. She's a designer.
She kept trying to show me, like, look at this. Look, I animated this photo of the four of us grandkids and grandpa. Look. I'm like, I don't want to see this.
That's dark-sided.
And then she says something like she did it for Jace's family. And Jace is like, I don't want to. I'm like, what are we doing? And then she did the thing where it was like, animate my dog to make him look like he was a human. I'm like, I don't like this.
Is he dancing?
No, it's just like a photo of like what Oliver would look like if he were a human. And I'm like, I don't like any of this. Please stop. And it's like the things where it's like they like say they take like the Friends characters and then they like animate it. Like AI shows them what they would look like when they were babies or whatever.
Oh, mine is right now like, this is what AI thinks every couple in every state is.
Yes, I've seen those too. And it's like, whatever. Those don't bug me as much as like things.
I was
like, for the love of God, please do not do that.
Please
I
don't do
literally
that.
like turned
Please
away. I was
don't
like,
wake
I don't
the
wanna
dead.
see this. Like, what are we
Let them
doing?
rest.
This isn't
Let
the
them
fucking
rest.
Harry Potter magical book that they get in their little pictures are all of a sudden videos. This is not what this is.
Exactly. That's so correct. Yeah.
Like,
That
thank you. I'm a pothead myself. Yeah. I
just
was
the
just like,
visual AI. It's
I'm
just
like, we
we
need
don't-
this.
This insane part is like there are ways I feel like AI could improve all of our menial tasks that are so stupid, and that is not
That's
how
not
they are
one.
implementing
That is
AI,
not-
and it's driving me up a wall.
No, it's crazy. Like,
why are you summarizing my Google search and still giving me incorrect information in your
Yeah.
summary? What do you mean?
yeah,
find a cure. Find a cure for cancer with this technology. Like, do
Right.
something.
Yeah.
Hello.
Do something. No.
Why are people? Can I tell you the scariest part of this? Genuinely,
Yeah.
the people who are using ChatGPT as a therapist.
Yes.
It's actually
Did
horrifying.
you listen to that daily episode where that woman was in a relationship with her?
In a relationship with it?
Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god.
And she has to
First of all,
retrain it
not
after
even that,
like
but it was
400
also
messages
like,
or whatever.
you couldn't drag that information out of me. That
No,
would go to
that would
my
go to my grave.
Yeah.
Grave.
Oh my god.
Oh, let me tell you about
Miranda on her deathbed. I've been having an affair.
Tell
with
my
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT I love this.
I love him.
I was listening to a podcast episode yesterday about Wall-E from a podcast I was trying out, and in the conversation they were talking about the cockroach from Wall-E, famously.
Yeah.
And they referenced they were like, there's the little girl who owns like thousands of cockroaches. There is we'll link it. I will not play it for you. There is a little girl in Tulsa, Oklahoma, who collects
cockroaches because of the movie Wall-E.
No. Just because. And
it's her Labubu's.
It's a TLC special.
One of those.
Okay. She's, I think, like 9 or something like that.
My strange addiction, I collect cockroaches.
Sure, more or less. And it is the worst. She has Madagascan hissing cockroaches.
What?
And they are like crawling over her, and she's just like, they tickle me. I like when they crawl on me because they tickle.
Miranda.
And I was like, I want to die. I watched a little bit of it because I was like, this audio that I'm hearing from this cannot be real. And then I searched it and I was like, oh, it's actually so much worse. And there's a part where they interview the dad and he's like, yeah, I definitely wish it wasn't happening. Do you not have power in this situation, sir? Like, what are you talking about?
There are sprays for that. There are bombs for that.
I would set the box of cockroaches on fire. Are you joking? She was like, this one's pregnant. You can see like her little egg. I was like,
oh my god. No.
I literally would be like, if I was that dad, I'd be like, I'm not letting any of that in my house. I will.
Did you find it?
Yes,
you found it, right?
And she just lifted.
She turned down the bed.
Mm-hmm. No, I will not.
That part is a bit. That's not real. She does not sleep with the cockroaches.
Oh.
They live in basically like storage bins, and then inside the
How does
storage
she
bins,
get them
but
all
she lets
in
them
there?
out.
so you can like purchase cockroaches because there are like reptiles that people own that like eat. Like that's their food basically.
Sure.
So I think that's how they get them, and then she's just breeding them basically. So it was like she had like 300 to start with, and now she has like 3,000 or something like that. It's insane.
I literally would be like, I will take you to a nature preserve every day if you want.
I would say you're sleeping outside.
Yeah.
I would say no.
I would say no.
I would just simply say no.
No.
She would come home from that
Cockroaches
field trip where
do
she
not
was
live
like,
in the do not live in the house.
No.
No.
And they're not like regular, like they're not like the classic like home cockroach. Like
Raid.
they're a specific type of like larger cockroaches.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
and they
is
basically
that safe?
couldn't. They basically couldn't exist in our climate naturally. So like if they got out, they would
They would
mostly just like die because like they can't. She like takes care of them, but like it doesn't matter. I don't care. Get that the fuck out of here.
Awful.
Oh my God.
RJ, are you gonna go off?
I do. I just have a quick one.
All right, go off.
I'm so hungry. I could eat insert name.
No, because I'm about to go off again.
This is the stupidest TikTok trend ever. It's not funny. It's not scandalous.
Funny.
It's not funny. It's stupid. I'm so hungry. I could eat insert ex-boyfriend here. Okay. The joke does not make sense. The joke does not make sense.
And then I've seen so many TikToks that are like, I have not seen one that's not funny. And I'm like,
it's awful every time.
Losing my humor?
It's not funny. It's stupid.
That makes me feel better.
Has society fully just like our brains have just fully been dumbed down
like
because
truly,
of everything that we've gone through?
Even the ones that people think are the funniest, I don't find any sort of enjoyment from them.
No.
Did you see my TikTok in response to this trend?
Yes.
Because I saw like 3 when this trend started.
It was like
I got
a row.
Like 3 TikToks in a row of this trend. And it was all to people's mom or whatever. That's like the funniest part.
That's the whole thing, yeah. Shock your boomer Gen X parents.
And they, oh my God. all 3 that I watched in a row that made me so mad that I had to make a TikTok about it were like, hey mom. And then mom's like, yeah. And she's like, I'm so hungry. And she's like, oh, well, you just ate or whatever. And then the girl's like, I'm so hungry I could eat.
Sweetie, we can't hear what you're saying.
And the comments will be like, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. She didn't even say a name. Mom had to be like, what did you say? And not in the way of being like, I'm confused. That sounds like the name of the person.
Say it again.
She literally was like, you didn't speak. I was so mad. I was like, stop. If you're going to do the trend, just do the fucking trend. Don't laugh in the middle of it. Don't be like, I'm so hungry I keep shaking. I actually think I hate everybody this week.
Yeah.
I think that's the trend. My trend? Hating everybody.
The only thing was that I found somebody comment and they were like, that's my dad. Like that was the only thing I found like amusing is like
there's one where this girl does it for like her mom's, like somebody she found in her mom's yearbook or something like that out at lunch. And then her mom was like, well, he died when I was 16. So what are you going to do?
That's what a girl said it to her like boyfriend. And she was like, my best friend that drowned in the river.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are we?
And people are still like, oh, they're taking it too seriously. It's just a joke. And I'm like,
it has to be funny.
It doesn't even make sense.
The joke does not make sense.
The joke
was
the
original joke
is your dog and say, I'm so hungry I could eat a dog and see if your dog reacts. That's funny. If you do it to your kid and you say, I'm so hungry I could eat a kid, that's funny.
When you say a real person's name,
it doesn't make sense. It drives me crazy. It drives me crazy.
I think Adam needs to get off TikTok for a little bit.
I gotta get a job.
But he can't.
I gotta get a job.
Well,
I have too much time.
Well, don't speak too much on jobs right now because you own a business, remember? You and Casey own businesses.
Oh, we do. But our employees are on strike.
Adam is so passionate this week.
Adam is so passionate this week.
I just want to say this quickly because I feel less passionately about this than I definitely do about the eye doctor for sure.
Yeah.
I have a game that I've been playing for a couple months now called Office Cat. And it's one of those idle games where you check in every like couple hours and you collect your little money and then you dole it out. And it's nothing, right? It's just a thing to pass the time. And I'm pretty far in this game. And yes, I have purchased some microtransactions, okay? I'm part of the problem. They updated the game this past week, and they added a feature where in your office, you own like a multi-unit building and there's a bunch of different companies that rent space in your building.
Basically.
Tenants.
Yeah.
And
so you're not the CEO of the businesses. You just own the building?
You're the CEO of the building. But then this is part of the thing. Each office has its own CEO.
And
we're
basically
some of them
like a mall, but it's like a big business building, you know?
Yeah.
So,
but you own the businesses too.
No.
They're just tenants. They're just tenants. It's just.
But you can hire the CEO for each business, which actually doesn't make sense, but it's fine.
Yeah.
They uploaded a new update where your employees, based on the tier level of the company, so some companies are like A, B, C, D tier, and some companies are S, double S, triple S tier. Okay, their own company CEO has to be a certain level
that matches their
them. Otherwise, they will be upset and strike, and then you do not obtain your money. And it's mostly just annoying. More than anything else, it's annoying.
So now you have to fire the CEO and make sure.
Or you have to. No, it's not about firing the CEO. You either fire the CEO and get a correct CEO that meets their thing.
But it's very hard to get a CEO
it's incredibly
that high.
hard because you need to collect a bunch of them in order to upgrade them. Or you can purchase.
You can
the
negotiate.
Like little pack. You can negotiate, which costs gems.
50
uncut gems.
Uncut gems.
Or you can purchase the little microtransaction to upgrade your CEOs
instantly. Instant power up.
Correct.
Instant.
So they're just goosing.
Yeah.
Their profit.
They're using the power of unions.
Yeah, and it's so annoying because it's like this was not. It wasn't
not
a part of the
game.
It wasn't like this. They just added this just to do this, and it like there's not an It's like so extreme the way you have to solve the problem that it's like, it drives me. It's actually making me very upset. So I went and I looked on the reviews, and there's like since they released the update, there's like 30 new reviews
of just being
awful. Like it's a 1-star. This update is terrible.
The power of reviews.
It's
the power
so
of reviews.
Casey knows.
Casey knows the power of a good review.
And Casey knows the game, so she commiserates with me about it.
Yeah, because I was like, is this just have I leveled up to this level?
Is this just part of the new level now?
Yes, it's like Adam's playing longer than me, so I'm like, does this only happen once you get to a certain level? But Adam is experiencing it now for the first time too. I sent a picture in the group chat so Miranda can see my cats on strike.
There they are.
They're sitting on their desk with a little sign.
Yeah, like if I were on strike, I would be gone, bitch.
Yes.
Why am I
why are they in the office striking?
Yeah, you're still there.
But they do leave as soon as 11 o'clock hits and it's time to clock out. They all still leave together.
They run to the bus.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They run to the bus.
But yeah.
Anyway, everything sucks this week.
What,
RJ's making
Adam?
the striking cats the image for.
Why does one of your cat have a bandage on their head?
I don't know.
It's like a bandana. It's like they're striking. It's a band. It's like
I see.
Che Guevara.
Yes.
Oh.
Jesus. And it'll be like warning strike starting in 15 seconds, like it's the damn purge or something.
Yes,
it counts down to it.
It's insane. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
If you negotiate, does it negotiate just that one time, or does it negotiate office in perpetuity?
Get this. If you negotiate, which I did a couple times, and then I was like, no more negotiations. Yeah. If you negotiate, it only lasts through their contract. So if you need to renew their contract, that negotiation,
you have to renew their by the way, you have to renew their contract every day.
Every 24 hours.
24 hours their contract is up for renewal.
And it's so annoying to renew the contract because I'm obviously going to search for them again in the list instead of just pay the fee. You know, because you can either pay the fee or search for a new business. So you click search for a new business and you find that business and you just renegotiate again, or you you re-sign them or whatever.
This is a game I already paid like $20 to do the no ad
To
version.
do the
of this
no
game.
ads. Yes. I also paid the it's $18.99. I think it was worth the thing.
I also just paid right when the strike thing updated. I paid the new fee that was like $7.99 for the you can increase your time to 4 hours. It collects over 4 hours instead of 2 hours.
I started that a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
but I'm not paying anymore.
I'm spending a lot of time at the cattery. I'm spending a lot of time at my boat with my boat people.
It's important
because my boat people, the boat people don't strike.
No.
They're happy
because
to
they
work.
know how important the cattery is.
And they get their croissants. They get their croissants from the diner or the cafeteria.
These employees over at Catbull, which is Cat Apple.
It's these tech employees.
It's these tech employees, yeah.
They got it too cushy.
Yeah, they're just too comfortable.
It's so annoying.
But Adam, I do have a question about one more cat thing, and then I'm done. What is the money after the blue dollar? After because
are you at the blue dollar one?
I'm at blue dollar.
That's what I'm at.
Oh, I thought maybe you had moved on.
No, I hadn't been playing as often lately, so I haven't been.
That's why they were. Well, that's what I thought first. Why they were striking? I'm like, because you have. It's like Animal Crossing. Like
they're mad that you haven't visited.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, trust me. I've been playing, and they struck.
And then I was like, well, that was my question too. Is I was like, oh, maybe it's just in this blue dollar world. So then I went back to the other ones, and they're all striking there too. And I was like, you have to be fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
And the gold CEOs don't mean anything. That's what pissed me off. It's like, but they're the fancy CEOs.
They're the fancier ones. You only earn them through the golds.
This is Bill Meowts or whatever.
Don't get me started on the CEO names after we found the one that looks like
after the Donald Trump one.
Yeah.
They're really testing your patience over Office.
Miranda, this is what it felt like when you were talking about your speech and debate earlier.
Oh, so I didn't hear a thing.
There he is.
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Yikes.
Insane.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not gonna play this game anymore. I'm so mad about it.
Well, on that note.
Yeah, well, great.
Thanks everyone for listening. Don't forget group chat, close friends on Patreon gets you 3 bonus episodes. So this May, you would have enjoyed 3 lovely episodes.
April.
And you will enjoy 3 lovely episodes.
And we've said it before, we'll say it again. May is the month to join.
May is the month.
Because we are not talking about the trip on the regular feed.
No,
that's
we will
behind
only
a paywall.
talk about. You will only see our trip. You will only hear about our trip.
And we have plans for what we're gonna do on this trip. That again, only behind
friends.
the paywall.
Mm-hmm.
You will get all of the deets. Yeah, you won't know about anything.
I'm celebrating Casey's rat batch.
The rat batch. Only behind a paywall.
Is that Rizzo and drag?
What is that?
Veil.
I'll send it to you.
It's the veil. It's the
veil. I'll send you a picture of it so you can see.
Only close friends get those deets.
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 So yeah, don't forget and leave any comments if you also have other,
if your cats are striking.
If your cats are also striking, if you have strongly worded reviews you want to leave for companies, we'll do it for you. So just write them down.
Patreon.com.
Yeah.
/ Did you read the group chat?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, girls. Thanks for joining. And we'll see you all next week. Bye.
Bye. Meow.
Meow.